welcome back to the last card from a strawberry special class. The good news is I've now found this stamp. It was under some of the papers. Still can't find the original filler, but at least I've got this one. So I could have done something with those. But anyway, we find ways around doing things. So if you watched the first couple of videos, you will know that I lost a stamp or two. Anyway, my name's Julie Kettlewell. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm in the UK. And this is the third card from my strawberry special. Thanks to the ladies who signed up for the class, and hello to anybody who is watching. I'd love you to say hello on the chat. Now, when I cut my card base for the first card, which was this one, I've still got this one left over. And I'm going to make a card similar to this one here with you. Okay, so we've already should have a card base. And then I'm going to go back to using my favourite of the papers, this one here. And I'm going to cut it with it in that way at 9 centimetres, which is just over 3.5 inches by 13.3. Okay, so we've got that nice piece there. I love this paper. Then I'm going to use some Blushing Bride actually, and I'm going to cut that at 9.5 centimetres by 13.8. Okie dokie. We should have that there. All right. Now, can glue that down onto our piece of card. Pop that on there. And the reason why I've chosen to use Blushing Bride and not Poppy Parade is I wanted it to be, there's some of the strawberries on here, the ones that are not ripe, are more like Blushing Bride. So I like to pick out the pinky colours in those. Yep. And I can actually glue this now straight onto a card base. And there we go. Now, to create the piece that we're going to stamp on, if you have a die cut, a rectangle or a scalloped rectangle, that will be fantastic. I am going to cut one from the Colour and Contour dies. If you don't have one, you could cut a piece of card that's 2 3/4 inches by about 4 inches, and that will do the trick. Okay. And we're going to do some masking. Right, let me just go cut a die cut. Is the light okay? Yeah, I think it is. There we have the die cut from the Colour and Contour. Right, now what I am going to do is do some masking with you. Now what I've done in preparation, I have die cut, not die cut, I have stamped onto a post-it note 2 of the strawberries with the outer strawberry image, and I've cut them out and I've cut them right on the line. I've not left a little bit of a gap around the edge like I usually do. Now, because these are on post-it notes, they were sticky, but the sticker's sort of gone a little bit, and you do need 2. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue on the back, but I'm going to get a bit messy and I'm going to tap that off with my finger. So I'm just going to make it a bit tacky like that. All right. And I do need a mat for stamping on. tidy up today, and I've actually tidied it away. What fun. Okay. So first things first, we are going to stamp a strawberry in the right hand corner with the Poppy Parade, and we're going to do the outer one. So this one you can do straight on, you don't need the masks. So that's going to go a little bit like that. Okay. And then we can fill that in with the filler stamp. So again, in the Poppy Parade, and we fill that in like that. Right, now, just looking at this, I want to do another one here. I want to do like a little pile of strawberries. Ooh, I could just eat some actually. That's going to go there. We're going to pop one of those on there, yeah? And we're going to take our stamp again, and we're now going to stamp this one like this and sort of overlap it. And then we're going to fill it in with this like that. Now what we need to do, we want one at the top, so we need to take our second masked piece like that. This is where the fun starts, and then we're going to do another one up here like that over the top of our masked pieces, and we're going to do our filler like that. Remove those, and there we have our strawberries. Ta-da! How cute is that? How cute is that? So we've got our little pile of strawberries. Now they do just look like blobs at the minute. You know, they don't really look like a pile of strawberries. Now what I'm going to do, oh look, have I got pool party on there? That's fine, we'll stamp our greeting over that. Not pool party, Poppy Parade. Right, I'm going to clean my stamp. And I'm going to stamp this, and I think I might stamp it in Poppy Parade actually, because I've stamped most of them in basic grey. So I think I'll stamp it in Poppy Parade, and I'm going to cover up that little blob on purpose with the Y. There we go. The blob is covered. Now what we're going to do, we're going to grab some scraps. Some more scraps. Okay. And we are going to, do you remember? We're going to stamp some of those little stalks. Now remember, I only have the outer one, and you want to stamp it with the stalk to the left. And we're starting them from this end. Like that. Okay. I'm going to open up our punch. Punch one out. Trim it down. Sorry, I don't even know if I was on camera then. Punch another one out. They do jump out at you. Don't wear any low cut tops or anything you could find. And then the last one. Keeps moving. There we go. And I'm going to colour those in again with that Old Olive light blend because I've lost the stamp that fills in the middle. And colour that one, I've got that one a bit off, so I'll do a bit extra colouring on that one. Okay, now these do look just like some blobs at the minute, but when we put those on, boom, 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 they look like strawberries. It just brings them to life, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is take some glue, because I'm gluing a small piece on. I don't put the glue on the back of the small piece because I'll get it on my fingers and be all sticky. So I'm going to put the glue on the project and take the item to the project like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that in and I'm just going to pop it up with some foam pads. Tonight's cards are not too tricky. I don't know about you, but I do struggle with crafting past sort of 8 o'clock on a night now these days. Oof. So I'm not going to add any ribbon on these ones. I've kept this class ribbon free. That's going to go on there like that. Oh, that was a quick card, wasn't it? It's not even been 15 minutes. So I've taught you a little bit of masking, how to do some masking there today with the strawberries. I'm pleased with that card. So shall I bring in the other ones that we made? That was card number 2. And this was card number 1. And as I say, you've got loads of card left over. We've not even used any of the green. I've not used any of the Daffodil Delight or the Pear Pizzazz, only a little bit of the Poppy Parade and a bit of the Blushing Bride. So you should have plenty of card to carry on and do some crafting another day. I'm now looking at those stalks and thinking they look bad. I need to do something about them, but never mind. I showed you a way around. Now, before I finish, I did tell you I was going to show you how I did this, and I realised I've not done this on any of the cards. So what I want to show you is, we did this right at the beginning and we made a template, didn't we, with some scrap, yeah? And we did it to match up with the punch, so that if we went in with the punch like that, it would all be in the right place. So basically, if you're wanting all 4 of those images, in fact, I'm just going to tape it down a little bit more. If you're wanting all 4, or even if you only want 2 or 3, and you're worried about getting it right, then you could do this. It's a little bit of a time-saving method, and it helps you. Obviously, I've cut some extras out when I ran out of the when I couldn't find the stamp. Okay, so what you can do, you can stamp your image in here. Now, it is a bit tricky to get it in. You can stamp your image there like that, and stamp your filler like that, and then we'll stamp the little stalk as well. It's falling off the block. You know, I have used these stamps so much, so many classes and events. That's a bit off. Oh well, it's just to show you. It is quite tricky, but what you can do, pretend I've stamped that leaf and pretend I've stamped the flower. You then pull that off, and it should be in the right place to punch out both of them. or all 4 if we'd stamped all 4. Like that. You do have to be a bit strong to do that. But then you would have all 4 of them stamped and punched out, and only had to punch out the once. But you do need a little bit of muscle for that. So I'll bring the cards back in. I just wanted to show you that at the end. And I want to say thank you to those of you who did sign up for the class and who purchased the items that were on special offer. And if you're watching live here on Wednesday, I'll see you tomorrow night. If you're watching on replay, do leave me a comment. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye.